Okay.
Good afternoon, dear educators. Thank you for joining us for yet another webinar series on Google's Be Internet Awesome. This program, as you all know by now, is aimed at empowering teachers, students, and parents while navigating the online world safely. This program was launched early this year and has received tremendous positive feedback as it changes the way our young children have started to interact online. Proud to introduce today's host and mentor, Ms. 𝗕𝗲 𝗜𝗁𝗂𝗍, the CEO founder of Mahattattva, an educational transformational company. Even though she needs no introduction, it's an honor to speak about her journey. A thought leader in technology integration and strategy for more than 2 decades now, Ms. 𝗕𝗲 𝗜𝗁𝗂𝗍 wears many hats. An educator at heart, her journey has included being the leader for ICT at the British School, the head ICT initiatives at Learn Today and India Today Group franchise. She is also a BET Asia Leadership Awardee. At present, she is deeply immersed in working with Google India on CBSE and NCERT projects for teacher training. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, 𝗕𝗲, for that introduction, and good afternoon, everybody who's here. It's a proud privilege to be associated with this program by CBSE and Google India, and I think more so because I am associated with a whole lot of you. A lot of you who are actually engaged in this program. We already have 30,000 people who have been trained and who are actually part of the program as Be Internet Awesome ambassadors. So we are looking at you also to follow suit. We will be doing this webinar in a 2-part series. Today we'll be meeting for an hour. I will show you the scope of the work, the workshop that needs to be conducted. I will start introducing you to the resources that you need for the workshop in your own schools and how do you train children on this very important and pertinent topic on cyber safety. The program, of course, is called Be Internet Awesome, and I will start by sharing my screen. And 𝗕𝗲, if you can help me with that. You all are working on YouTube. You are all on YouTube. So whichever resource I talk about will be pasted there with my colleague, Manu, who is the General Manager, Google Projects at Mahattattva. So she will be helping me on YouTube. So let's start the session. Like I said, that this program is an amazing cybersecurity program that has been developed for educators across the globe. Now, this program is also, certified and endorsed by ISTE, that is the International Society for Technology in Education. They have given it the seal of assignment, the seal of alignment to say that it matches with all the standards that they talk about in cybersecurity. In India, of course, it has been implemented for you in the CBSE schools by CBSE and Google, and the trainings, of course, are being carried out by Mahattattva. This is me. We are all part of a support team which has been created for you. So this entire facet, the entire professional development, the entire engagement that we talk about has lots of people who are going to support you. Like you saw 𝗕𝗲 just now, she was manning and the program for us before I started. There is Manu, who is working on YouTube right now. Apart from that, we have a whole lot of people who are going to support you. So I will introduce you to them very quickly. So we have Manu, who's the General Manager of Google Projects. We have 𝗕𝗲, whom you met just now. She is my General Manager Academics. We have Ashima Jairat, a principal, ex-principal, now with us and she looks at excellence in our educational processes. We have Sonali Bhatt, she's a specialist in early years, and we have Kajal. Kajal is the manager operations at Mahattattva. Each one of them, and especially Pooja, who is the data handler for us. She is the one who's churning out certificates and emails to everybody who are part of this program. So when you look at the entire team, we have come together to make sure that each one of you are supported, because all of us, you and me here, has just one aim. Our aim is that every single child sitting in the classroom, in an Indian classroom, should be empowered to be able to judge for their own selves what is right and what is not right on the internet. So this entire team is for you. This entire team is for your benefit, so that you are able to become certified on this program and you can implement this in your school. So what are the various steps of this program? What you need to do is you need to attend 2 webinars. So we are attending one just now, one is on Friday. So 2 webinars of 1 hour each. There are also follow-up sessions, but that is up to you. If you have certain questions, you can come into the webinar and you can ask your questions. So this one here is a one-way channel, right? I'm speaking on YouTube and you all are listening. Of course, there are, these chats which are open and you can put in your question there. But in the webinar, the optional Q&A session, you will have a Google Meet link where you will be joining in and you can unmute and you can speak. We've purposely kept that a small group so that you can ask the questions that you have. So we don't want you to feel that, you've done one webinar and the second webinar and then we say, okay, now you are on your own. The entire team is there to support you, and there are various channels that we have opened up for you, and I'll be talking to you about them. Today, mainly, it will be about the ecosystem which we are using to support you and the website that we have created for your resources. So we'll cover that, and on Friday, we will be looking at the modules one by one. We will get the introduction today, but on Wednesday, we will be looking at each unit, the 5 units that we have to teach our children one by one. So you have to attend these 2 webinars. Then you have to see the resources on the website, and you have to prepare for your student engagement. Now you will see that on the website, all the resources are lined up. And Manu, if I can request you to put the link of the website on the chat so that people can access it and they can open it up as I'm speaking. Once you have that, you will use those resources to train 40 to 45 students in your own school. Once you've done that, so that's your minimum limit. 40 to 45 children are the minimum limit that you have to train. If you want to go beyond that, you want to be a superstar, you can do that. That's not a problem. It depends upon your own passion for the program. And I'm sure that once you read the 139 pages curriculum, you will absolutely love it, because it is something which is really important in today's days, and the children actually need that support. So if you are a educator in the true blue sense, I think you will love it. So your minimum number of students is a class of 40-45 children for the certification. Once you've done that, you have to create a video evidence. So you can create a video. We are also accepting PowerPoint presentations and 10 photographs. So you can give us 10 photographs as evidence that you have conducted this program and the children have understood. So how you want to do that is entirely up to you. We are not going to be specific about what evidence you can. You are all teachers. We all know that you understand the process of learning. You understand the process of assessment. So we will leave that to you. How do you prove? How do you give evidence that the children have learned about this program? So you have to give us that evidence, and then you have to submit your application, and I will be showing all of this to you in a bit. So I'm sure by now Manu has put the link of the website there. This is the website. So there is about the program here. Then we have the facilitators. Who are the facilitators? The two main facilitators with the technical background is me and Manu. So we will be helping you and supporting you. There is a YouTube channel where you can go for recording. So if I go into this channel here, you will see Mahattattva is here. And in Mahattattva, there is a playlist. So there are two kinds of playlists there. One playlist is for all the submissions and evidences that have come to us. So if you see that, you will get lots of ideas as to how should you make. So all of them are less than 2 minutes, and you can have a look at them, and you will see that it gives you a very clear idea as to what should you do for creating your evidence video. So they are here, all the videos. We've, I think, uploaded 22 of them right now, not all. So the other playlist that you can go on to is just like we are having a webinar just now. All the webinars that have happened before this one, they're all here. So if you have missed today's webinar, or you are not there, or you can only attend a few minutes of this, you can go on to our channel and you can see the webinars there. If you want to clarify on certain things, you can still go on to the playlist and you can see what these are. So these are from your YouTube channel. We also have a Google group that you can join. So that link is also here. You can also connect on Facebook. So on Facebook, if you follow Mahattattva, you will be able to see that here we are celebrating all those people who are becoming ambassadors. So all the people with their social media pic is coming up, tagged to Google and tagged to CBSE. So everybody's photographs, and this is with your permission, because in the Google form we ask for your photograph and ask you if we can use it for social media. So these are coming up on the Mahattattva Facebook page. You can share it. You can spread the news around that you have become an ambassador. So how do you become an ambassador? That is something I'm teaching you, but the celebration, of course, must be there as well. So this is your schedule. So I'm back on the website that we have created for you. On the schedule, you will be able to see. So you have the BIA webinar today. There is office hours. So office hours are open every day, 5 to 6. If you want, there is a meet link you can go on to, and somebody will be there to answer your queries. There are also sessions which are mapped out. So today we are having a session, and on 9th we are having the next session, which is coming up same time on Friday. So you see here, there are some blue signs here, blue columns here. What this says is that these are the physical. So if you see in August, we were in Guwahati and in Ajmer. These were physical sessions. So for this B Internet program, we are using a multi-pronged approach to make sure that more and more children are actually getting influenced by the program. So one is this webinar that you are attending today. The second is the physical trainings that we are going on to schools, where schools are facilitating other schools to come to their school, and we are training the teachers and the students there. And the third is the master trainer, wherein whatever training you are doing right now, if you can do it with 20 more teachers, you will be able to become a master trainer for this program. So I will be telling you about that in a bit when we come to the master trainer page. This is the most important page where the resources are there. So if you go on to the resources, you will see that there is an official website for Be Internet Awesome. So that is there. That is linked here. So if I click on to it, it will take me to the website. So all these pages are hyperlinked. You click on the curriculum, you will be able to see that the booklet that I was talking to you about, that is here. all 139 pages where you can go and you can see whatever I have spoken about. It is all there. So that is the curriculum. Then what we have done is, for every unit we have given you resources from the website, but we've made it easy for you, so that if you are teaching unit 1, you can go here. If you're teaching unit 2, you can go to the second one. So what is there in these units? So if I click on the first unit here, what is there in the first unit? So you will see the first resource is a 21 pager, which is the unit 1. So unit 1 में क्या है, आपने अपने बच्चों को क्या कराना है, और इसमें कौन सी एक्टिविटीज हैं, कौन से असेसमेंट्स हैं, टेक अवेज हैं, वोकैबुलरी है, वो सब यहाँ पे. I forget that I have to do the webinar in English, so that my Hindi colleagues here also understand what I'm saying. So I will try my best to do English and Hindi both. So ये आपका unit 1 का curriculum है. So I'm going to go back. Here the first click was on the PDF. सेकेंड क्लिक में अगर आप क्लिक करेंगे तो वो आपको वेबसाइट पे ले जाएगा बी इंटरनेट ऑसम की, एंड ऑल द रिसोर्सेज, जितने भी रिसोर्सेज आपको यूनिट 1 यूनिट 2 के लिए चाहिए, दे आर ऑल देयर फॉर यू, एंड यू कैन सी द सिंबल्स आर देयर. सो इफ दिस इज अबाउट योर सीक्रेट्स, all these units are here. So what do you do with them? So if I click on any one of them, मैं फर्स्ट वाले लिंक को क्लिक करती हूँ, तो क्या आता है मेरे पास? एक रिसोर्स पेज आ गया कि ये मेरे पास एक स्लाइड डेक है, एक पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन की तरह. गूगल का जो पावर पॉइंट होता है उसको स्लाइड बोलते हैं, गूगल स्लाइड्स बोलते हैं. तो वो गूगल स्लाइड्स यहाँ पे है, और वो आपको अलाउ करता है उसको यूज करना, बट वो आपको एक कॉपी बनाने को कहेगा, क्योंकि अगर हम सारे ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड एक ही गूगल स्लाइड में जाएंगे तो आपका सिस्टम मैसअप हो जाता है. सो आप इसको कैसे यूज करेंगे? यू विल क्लिक ऑन यूज कंटेंट. व्हेन यू डू दैट, इट विल क्रिएट अ कॉपी फॉर यू. सो इट विल आस्क यू, डू यू वांट टू क्रिएट अ कॉपी? सो से मेक अ कॉपी, और ये वाला लिंक मैं बंद कर रही हूँ, एंड दिस विल क्रिएट अ कॉपी फॉर मी इन गूगल स्लाइड्स. सो दिस इज जस्ट लाइक अ presentation, PowerPoint presentation, but this is on the cloud, so you can access it from wherever you are. So you can see here that this has got started. Now this website Peer Deck, it's a add-on, it's an app. You can create lots and lots of interactive lessons with this. Google बी इंटरनेट ऑसम में प्रोग्राम में क्या किया है इन्होंने आपको रेडीमेड लेसन्स बना के दिए यूनिट वाइज. सो दिस इज फॉर यूनिट 1. सो इफ आई गो इनटू दिस इज फॉर यूनिट 1 लेसन 1. सो हाउ डू आई गेट दिस पेयर डेक? जब आप गूगल में लॉग इन करते हैं, लाइक यू कैन सी हियर नाउ आई एम लॉग्ड इन, यू कैन सी आई एम लॉग्ड इन विद माय अकाउंट. नाउ इफ आई गो टू add-ons, I will have Peer Deck, but if you check in your computers, if you don't use Peer Deck, you will not have it. So what you have to do is, from add-ons, you need to go to Get Add-ons. It will take you to the Google Marketplace. This is all free, but you have to get it onto your system. So in the search bar, you will write Peer Deck, and this will come up. So you will click on it, and for me it is already installed, so it is saying uninstall. For you it will say install. So you will install it. Once it is installed, you will be able to see it here. Okay, Peer Deck add-on. So that has got installed here. So if I click on it, it will open. One thing that you have to remember is that for these two to talk to each other, you should have your login, the login that you have done, जो आपने गूगल का लॉगिन किया है, जिससे आपने ये स्लाइड डेक खोला है, वो लॉगिन आईडी और जो पेयर डेक की लॉगिन आईडी है वो सेम होनी चाहिए. अगर वो सेम नहीं होगी तो ये पेयर डेक का जो एड ऑन है वो गूगल स्लाइड के साथ आप यूज नहीं कर सकेंगे. सो यू हैव टू बी श्योर ऑफ दैट द आईडी, जीमेल आईडी जो आप यूज कर रहे हैं वो गूगल के लिए और पेयर डेक के लिए सेम होनी चाहिए. सो इट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. इफ आई स्टार्ट द लेसन विल स्टार्ट, एंड यू कैन डू दिस. अगर आपकी क्लास में प्रोजेक्टर है या आप कंप्यूटर रूम में करना चाहते हैं, आप इसको इंटरैक्टिव बच्चों को ऐड करके उनको गेम्स क्विजेस वगैरह करा सकते हैं. तो दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन एक्सप्लोर, but I've just shown you how to add Pear Deck onto your Google Slides. So that is something which can be added easily. So that is about the resources that you are using in your training. The third thing here is the vocabulary unit, wherein you can again the same thing will open up, but here it's a gamification of your assessment. So आपके बच्चों को आपने फर्स्ट शेयर विद केयर करा दिया, उसमें कौन सी vocabulary लिस्ट है जो बच्चों को याद होनी चाहिए. So you click on use content. Sorry about that, I'm back. So I have shown you how to get your Pear Deck done. Here I'm going back to the link where we are going and talking about the vocabulary now. The same way I clicked on use content and we went here. This here is the factory game. So you will be able to play this with the children. Again, you can click on play flashcard game, factory game. So you actually can get the children to, again, if you have resources in your ICT room, you can get the children to join this. They can put this code and they will be able to join in. Once they join in, you will be able to see that the children will, once they join in, they get divided into two groups, the day shift and the night shift. And if you want, you can shuffle the names from here. I don't have any names right now, but you can do that. And then you click on play. So what happens here is whatever that you have chosen, the words which you have chosen as vocabulary, the children get it, they make flashcards and they will submit it to you. And the flashcards will come here and you will then say, okay, now we have the production stage where we will look at what have they produced. So if they have produced the flashcards, you will be able to see them here and you can check whether they are correct or wrong and you can mark them. So this is also another way where you can assess the children as to what they have learned in the unit that you have taught them. And the last one here again is a online game, which is one per unit. So there are 5 units, like I said, and as you go, you will be able to see that the children will be able to play this. There is no username or password required for this. The children just go on this. If they actually achieve these levels, wherein they are doing problem solving, there are case scenarios, they will go in, they will see if they've given the right answer or the wrong answer. If it's a wrong answer, they'll give them other chances to solve that. So critical thinking, problem solving, all gets done. But the most important thing is that the goals that you have set for this unit, those are tested, those are assessed if the children have understood or not. So you really don't have to do any hardcore sort of assessment. You just get the children to understand, do debates, do assemblies. You can get them to play these games. You can do a mixture of all of this as well. It's entirely up to you how you want to use this program. But the fact is that all these resources are already there. You just have to think about how to, whatever resources are available in your school, how are you going to do this using the resources. So for instance, if you don't have, say, projectors in your classroom, so just see the presentations yourself, get ideas about the activities, do take paper, take chits, take chart papers, do color pencils, make your own activities related to the ones that the children are going to be doing online. So that way, I think Indian teachers are very, very clever. The jugaad and the innovation that the Indian teachers have because of the lack of resources is something phenomenal. So you will be able to figure out what needs to be done. So this is your gamification. In the same way, you will see that all the units has the unit resource. It has the interactive deck, it has a vocabulary deck, and then it has the interlin game. So all the 4 units, first 4 units has the interlin game. Only the last one doesn't have. So it gives you like, an opportunity to create assemblies or create dramas, role plays, skits, nukkad नाटक or whatever that you want to do. आप उसका एक summative assessment बना सकते हैं जहाँ बच्चे इन 5 यूनिट के बारे में they can plan and they can project in the class. What is also a very nice thing, and it is there on the website, but I put it here on your website as well, where there is a pledge. So a whole lot of schools have actually got the children to do the entire program, and they've recorded the pledge by the children, wherein they have taken this pledge to say that they're going to be safe online. So that is there as a special tab for you here as well. So that is the resources. In the assessment, like I said, you can use the gamification and all of that, but there are some Google Forms that we have created for you. You can use these as well. Now, your assessment for completing this program is by clicking on this. So once you have trained the 40-45 children, you just have to click on this. It's a Google form. So you have trained your children, you have got them to understand what this program is. Then you will fill this up with your email, your name, your school name, your city, your COE, your center of excellence, which one do you belong to, your contact number, your personal ID, your CBSE ID, very important. If you have it, please put it down. After you have done all these, details, you have to do 3 very important things. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to create that video or the 10 photographs or a PowerPoint presentation, and you have to upload it here. So if you click on add file, it will get you to upload that. So that comes on here. Then we have the list of the children. So you have to give us the list of 40 children who have completed this program with you. How do you do that? You have to write the number, how many you have trained, and you have to take the template from here. So there's a template here, you make a copy, and after you have created a copy, just put the names of the children there and their class, because each child will get a certificate from Google and CBSE as well. So make sure that the names are correct and the names are done the way you would want them on the certificate. And then the last thing that you need to do is we will be celebrating your success on social media, tagged with Google and CBSE. So please make sure that you provide us with a photograph. So that is your submission. So where is that submission? I'm going to go back to the website, which Manu has shared with you on the chat. Manu, if you can share it again, if people have just joined in, you will see on assessments, the last tab here is the student training completion form. Now, a few things. There is no certificate if you are attending just the webinar. If you attend these webinars, just attend them, see them. We are not giving you any certificate. The certificate comes only if you train the children. So you have to train the children. On the assessment tab, you have to do your submission of the names of the 40 children and the video that you have created, or the photographs or PowerPoint presentation that you have created. ये आप हमें submit करेंगे, आपको certificate तब मिलेगा. Now you also need to understand कि आपने suppose 10 दिन में 15 दिन में ये program खत्म कर दिया. End of September is when we are saying 30th September से पहले पहले आपको ये प्रोग्राम अपना जो है स्कूल में खत्म करना है. मुझे मालूम है आप लोगों के, काफी लोगों के स्कूल्स में एग्जाम्स हैं, कोई किसी में आपको टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, बट आफ्टर द 20th a lot of you are free. You can do it with the little children as well. So from class 1 to class 12, कोई भी क्लास में आप ये कर सकते हैं, ये प्रोग्राम कर सकते हैं. 40 चिल्ड्रन का आपने हमें एविडेंस देना है. असेसमेंट में जाके आपने ये स्टूडेंट ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीशन फॉर्म जो है वो फिलअप करना है. उसके बाद आपको हमें टाइम देना है. वी विल सेंड यू एन ईमेल टू से दैट वी हैव रिसीव्ड योर असाइनमेंट, योर सबमिशन, बट you have to give us time because we are dealing with huge numbers. I'm very happy about it, 30,000 and counting, but just be patient. If you have submitted, you will get, I will ensure that you will get the certificate. So don't worry on that account. So in this website, we also have the Master Trainer program. So the same program that we are doing right now, there is a separate submission form for this. You have to do the same thing. So what you did was you trained 40 children, and after you trained 40 children, you did your submission. Here, what you have to do is you have to train 20 teachers. And those 20 teachers have to train 40 children each. Once you give us the names of the 20 children, you become a master trainer. So that is a master trainer certificate sample is here. So you will get it from CBSE and Google. And you can click on this link here for the application for BIA. So once, if you think you have done the 20 teachers in your school and they have trained 40 children each, you have their names, you can submit this form and we will be able to make you a master trainer. So that was about that. The last tab here is about the FAQs. So if you look at this certification, whatever I was telling you for the master trainer is here. What are the steps for the master trainer? For the ambassador program, it is here. Okay. So here you can see that, you can see the samples. This is the certificate that you will get for the teachers ambassador program, and this is what your children are going to get. This also has Google and CBSE on it. Both have Google and CBSE on it, and we will be able to issue that the minute you finish your evidence. So this is all the FAQs that you want. So there are a lot of questions that might come into your mind. We have tried and answered those questions. So if you click on these arrows here, you will be able to see the answers. Once this is read and you still have questions, we have a help desk for you. So in the help desk, what you have to do is you can write an email to us. There is an email, BIA support, that is Internet Awesome support at mahattattva.in. You can email us on that. There is a phone number which is functional from 3:30 to 5:30. It is manned from 3:30 to 5:30, Monday to Friday. So you can call us up if you have a query. We also have the help desk form, the Google form. So if you have any questions that you think you don't have time, or it is 10:30 at night and you realize that this is a question I want to ask, you can just click on the help desk Google form and fill it up, and somebody will be getting in touch with you within 24 hours. Also, like I said, we have the daily office hours from 5 to 6. You can click on this. This opens up as a Google link, Google Meet link, and there will be somebody there to answer your questions. So this is also one of the support channels that I spoke about. So if you see in the entirety, there are lots and lots of support channels that we have created for you. So let me just go here and show you, do a revision of sorts. How do you get this certification for the ambassador program? For the ambassador program, you have to attend 2 webinars, that is like today and the one on Friday. If you want, you can attend the Q&A session as well. You have to read the resources on the website, which I showed you just now. You can use those resources and create your own session for the children. After you've created your own resources, you have to work with the children, get them to understand the 5 units of the Be Internet Awesome program. You have to give us evidence. The evidence can be a video, it can be 10 photographs, or it can be a PowerPoint presentation where you put all the photographs of the children and the work that you have done with them. You use the link I showed you on the website, and you will be able to submit your form. I have told you about the various channels. The first channel, of course, of support is the website, where everything is collated and written for you. So that's the website. After you fill up the feedback and the attendance form today, that will be given to you towards the last 10 minutes of the session today, you will get invited to a Google group where all information will go. We also have a Telegram group where the information is going. I have shown you the YouTube playlist as well, where you can go and you can get ideas about your evidence, and you can also see the webinars. We have also recently started a very close support group on WhatsApp as well, because some people wanted that they are more connected on WhatsApp and not on Telegram. So we are doing that as well. I showed you how the Google Slide resources can be used with Peer Deck and how you can make your sessions interactive. But I am urging you, don't get too enamored by technology and the resources which are available. This program that we are running, we have done it with zero technology as well. In Army School in Guwahati, Pramukda and myself, we had no technology except for a mic. And there were 400 children in front of us. We did this program with zero technology. We had sheets, we had case studies, we got the children to get into groups, create role plays. The entire day was spent on just physical talking to each other, getting scenarios done, making opinions, doing constructive feedback. So these resources are there for you. If you have the technical capabilities in your school, use them. They are there for you, but don't get hindered by the fact कि we don't have technology, हमारे पास प्रोजेक्टर नहीं है, या हमारे पास बच्चों के लिए गेम्स नहीं है खिलाने के लिए. आप गेम्स भी बच्चों को न्यूज़लेटर में या पेरेंट्स को मैसेजेस में आप घर भेज सकते हैं, और बच्चे इनको मोबाइल फोन पे भी खेल सकते हैं घर में. So if you're doing like a recurring program in your school, you can send it home as well. The first person who completed this program last month, or was it in July, that person created a WhatsApp group. So he asked the children who all want to do this program. So from 8th to 12th, he had nearly 200 children. So he made a WhatsApp group with them. He used to send them notes. They used to do those, understand those notes, and he used to use the Google forms that we have given him for assessment. And then he used to have sessions with the children on the various topics. And that is how he accomplished his entire certification. So innovation is in your hands. You can do what you want with it. We are just giving you ideas. We are just letting you know that these resources are available. You can use them as per your own choice and need. So this was about your Google Slides and Peer Deck. Most importantly, and very, very coherently, I want to tell you about now that we have spoken about the ecosystem to support you, we have spoken about where are the resources available. Now for about 20 minutes now, and for all of Friday, we will just be looking at the curriculum. First, I want you to be in a very non-threatening frame of mind that website है, resources हैं, book है, हमारी presentation है, पेयर डेक को कैसे खोलते हैं ये वो हमें मालूम है, हमारे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप हैं, टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स हैं, गूगल ग्रुप्स हैं, वो सब हमारी सपोर्ट अवेलेबल है. अब बताइए कि ये करिकुलम क्या है. सो नाउ दैट हैज बीन set for you. I've given you a background of what all is available for you. Now we will tackle the curriculum. So as you can see in front of you right now, that this curriculum is split into 5 units. Very clearly, very coherently, very, very there are the 5 units that you have to do. The first one is Share with Care. Share with Care is about your digital footprint. How do you get the children to understand that if you are saying something, or if you're writing something, even if you do a like on social media, how are you ensuring, how are you really, really careful about what is the kind of footprint that is being created for you? So for instance, you can talk about how, it's a technological age, it's a digital age. If you say something nice, that really, really goes as a dominoes effect. If it is a nice, positive thing, the world around you at least becomes positive. If you say something negative, the world around you will become negative. So which choice do you want to take? Do you want to the world to become negative, or do you want it to become positive? So when you talk about the digital footprint, so even if you write 𝗕𝗲 𝗜𝗁𝗍𝗲 and you Google it, you will see as a aggregator, the search will get all the things which are not private, or it will get all of that into that search. So what persona or image do I come across as? So have I been doing nice things for society, or have I been doing nasty things? So get the children to understand that what they are doing online is getting captured, and their digital footprint is there forever, right? So how do you, when you share, how do you do it with responsibility? So when you have children from grade 1 to grade 12, you can change your case studies, you can change your talk, but the thought process remains the same. So the first unit is about share with care. The second one is about don't fall for fake. So it talks about phishing, catfishing, scams, how you have people who send you links, you click on that. Just recently on Facebook, a whole lot of you would have got messages from your friends say, is that you in this video? And people clicked on it, and nasty things happened. So is that something that your children should know? What the extent that they should know, and also to find out what are the ways that they can keep themselves safe. How can they keep themselves safe? So this unit is about not falling for fake. Then the third unit, which is a very, very extra favorite with the children, it's about passwords. So how do you create a password? So the booklet which I talk about, and we will be discussing that in detail on Friday, it talks about how can you create the best password. So it'll give you the do's and the don'ts, and we actually do an activity with that, and I will be telling you how to do that activity with the children. How do you make sure that your password is secure? So this is about passwords and security. The fourth unit is about it's cool to be kind, and this is where your SEL will come in. A lot of, especially post pandemic, lot of the schools and the people are talking about SEL, the socio emotional learning. So how do you ensure that that is also integrated in this entire engagement, this entire program that we're talking about? So a lot of feedback that I've got from schools has been, ma'am, we really like this program. We did this with 40 children, but we are going to make this our Bible, and we are going to use it from class 1 to class 12, throughout the year. And it will be done year after year. We will add our own bits to it according to the experiences of our community. And we will develop a program on your own. So the percentage has not been very, very high of the people who said things like this, but I'm sure that people who are listening today, some of you will adopt that methodology and make sure that this is something which stays with you and with the students that you work with. So about empathy, about kindness, about being considerate, and how to combat negative online behavior. This is your unit 4. Last unit jo hai, that is about when in doubt, talk it out. So आप जानते हैं कि जब बच्चे impressionable age में होते हैं, तो स्पेशली जो एडोलेसेंट एज में जो बच्चे होते हैं, वो जब उनको कोई साइबर बुलिंग होती है या कोई फोन करके उनको कुछ बोल देता है और आपको मालूम नहीं है वो कौन किसका फोन है, तो पहला जो रिएक्शन होता है गर्ल्स और बॉयज का कि ये मेरे साथ क्यों हो रहा है, आई मस्ट हैव डन समथिंग रॉन्ग. सो फर्स्ट थिंग दे विल डू इज पुट द ब्लेम ऑन देमसेल्व्स कि ये मेरे साथ क्यों हो गया ऐसा. सो दिस यूनिट टॉक्स अबाउट दैट इट इज ओके. अगर आप अपने से किसी की बड़े को, कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबल एडल्ट को अगर आप बताना चाहते हैं या आप शेयर करना चाहते हैं कि ये मेरे साथ ये हुआ, तो ये मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा, या इसको मैं क्या करूं, तो आप इस यूनिट में आप एक्चुअली देखेंगे कि सारे पांचों यूनिट में रिस्पॉन्सिबल एडल्ट की बात होती है, बट लास्ट वाले यूनिट में इट टेल्स यू इट इज ओके. अगर आप किसी एडल्ट के साथ बताना चाहते हैं तो आप सिसी नहीं है, आप वीक नहीं है, आप ब्रेव हैं अगर आप किसी के साथ इसको डिस्कस करते हैं. सो दिस इज योर 5th unit for the program. So the last discussion that we need to have is the are the keywords. There are 5 keywords which are associated with this. So if you look at the first one, that is share with care, that is related to smart. So if you share with care and you understand what needs to be forwarded, what needs to be copied, what needs to be shared, how do you need to share it, so you are smart. So that is your first one. The second one says don't fall for fake, so that is alert. So what are the things that you should be looking out for? What are the things that you should be seeing when when you look out in messages, you look out on social media? What are those things? What are those red flags that you need to look at? The third one is share your secrets. So secure your secrets. So it is about being strong. How does your privacy gets compromised? How do you make sure that it doesn't get compromised? What are the privacy settings that you should be knowing, depending on your age, right? If you are small, then you get your parents to do it. If you're older, you do it yourself. I'm actually surprised that now that even children in 5 and 6 have their own Facebook accounts. So it's a dangerous thing and a dangerous place to be in. But this is how these are the, I would say, decisions that our parents are taking, our parent community. Most of them are very, very alert and conscious about it. But there are some who say, okay, there's no harm in it, so let the children do it. So educators in this age, it is our responsibility to make sure that the children know all of this. So whether you are a maths teacher or a science teacher or an English teacher, it really doesn't matter. You are an educator first. And your children, whether you like it or not, even if you don't give them access to technology in the school, they have access to technology wherever they are. So at home, they are on mobiles, they are on tablets, they are you are giving them research homework, right? So they are online, whether we like it or not, whether we want to decrease the screen time. There was this big debate on screen time. So it is our duty as educators to make sure that if children are getting online, even if it's a small exposure of a mobile phone, we have to ensure that the children make the correct choices. So it is our duty to make sure that they are smart, they are alert, they are strong. When they are online, they are kind. They make sure that they are polite, they are positive, and they know what bullying is and how to avoid that. They should also know the repercussions. There are lots of websites that the Indian Cyber Police have put up as well, where you can go and you can paste URLs, and they make sure that the posts are taken down. They make sure that they follow the the URLs and the IPs and the IP addresses, and they the entire segment, the entire unit looks after cybercrime. I was pleasantly surprised when I came to know that now every big police station in a township has the cyber unit as well. So there is one person who's looking after the cyber unit. So make them understand that there is help out there. Don't get too suffocated by the fact that I'm entangled in this bullying event, and what do I do about it? And also, most of our children, especially after 7th, 8th, when they get this urge of fighting back, they will see something online and they will on top write something, who are you, who are you to say this, or they get aggressive. I think what we need to tell the children is to disengage. If something like that happens, just move out, just move away, just disengage. So these things, your kindness and your being brave, if you are moving away, it is not because you are scared, it's because you are wise, right? So these are the kinds of conversations that we need to have in our class, and we need to make sure that these are followed through. And these 5 units that we have for you, we will be starting with unit 1 as soon as we have the next session on Friday. I will take the units one by one. If possible, if you have time, please go on to the website that we have shared with you. In the website, if you can go to resources, and in resources, if you can look at the curriculum. So if you look at the curriculum, I'm just going to open that for you. If you look at the curriculum, you will see that it gives you an overview first of the entire program. And this is that 𝗕𝗲 that I was talking to you about, the 𝗕𝗲 standards, the International Society for Technology in Education. It has the seal of assignment, seal of alignment for that. Google keep safe and the Net Safety Collaborative is who these people are who have worked for this entire curriculum for you. It is just there packed and packed in a bow and a gift paper for you to just unfold, open this up and deliver it in your classroom. Make sure that your children understand how important it is to be safe online. And you will see, we will do this on Friday. One by one, we will talk about how to deal with and how to plan each unit that you can enact with your children. We will also be giving you the entire student presentation. So what do you want to use from there? What do you want to take away? You can do that. It is not there in the resources, but the people who fill up the feedback form and the attendance sheet, so those are the people we know who will be interested for this program. We will be sharing the presentation with them once you come on to the Google groups and the various channels that I spoke to you about, the Telegram group, the WhatsApp group. So once you come on those groups, we will be giving you more resources for you to transact. We don't want you to waste time on the mundane. Now, creating a presentation for this program is mundane, right? Once you've understood, once you've read through these pages of the program, you are ready to implement. We don't want you to waste time on creating a presentation. So that also will be given to you so that it's quick and easy. If you are in Delhi or Delhi NCR or in any of the towns where we are going, connect with us. We will also help you with enacting this entire thing. If you want, you've done it for 40 children and you want us to come and do it for your school, we are willing to do that if we are in that town. So if you go on to the website, on the website we have marked where we are going to be in the schedule. So from the 28th, I think, yes, 28th, 29th and 30th, we are in Jammu. So if you are in Jammu or nearby, if you want us to do a session, we also do virtual sessions only for your school. So if you want us to come in with our resource people and do a session with your teachers, you can write into Manu and we will make sure that we will do some kind of engagement with your school so that your children and your teachers get certified. So we have a school in Ghaziabad. You must be, when you go on to our social media, you will see 𝗕𝗲 𝗓𝗲 School. They are 100% certified right now. So they have certified all their teachers and about 95% of the children, I think, because some children were absent and they couldn't manage that. So if you want to achieve a 90% or 100% certification for your children, we will support you with that as well. Just let us know how. So that was the session for today, giving you a brief description of the ecosystem which is available for you, giving you the resources. So I'm doing a flip classroom actually. I'm giving you this booklet which you should tomorrow or day after morning read it. I don't want you to read it completely. You can just skim through so that when I'm talking to you on Friday from 3:30 to 4:30, you have a good idea as to what is being talked about. It will help. So go on to our social media, look at what people are doing. You can go on to our YouTube channel where there are exemplars of what people have done. Some beautiful things, some beautiful submissions, what the children are doing, how they are training, assemblies happening, and there are, role plays and older children going in and teaching the smaller ones. So you see here, Mr. Aditya Dhan was the first person who did our ambassador program. So Rinki from Silver Line, Ghaziabad. So this is her video. So you don't have to make a very fancy video. I'm not looking for something like a really good Bollywood masala movie. I'm just looking for evidence as to how you are getting the children to engage and understand these 5 units of Be Internet Awesome. So this was the session today. Please do call us, write to us if you have any questions, and we will be meeting on Friday for looking at the curriculum in detail. So thank you so much for joining in, and I wish you all the very best for reading the curriculum before you come on Friday, so that we are on the same page and we understand and comprehend quickly. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.